All right. What is good? Ladies and gentlemen, of course, you know who I is, the good doc, Dr. Mike, back again, once again, with another classic. I'm going to set this up as a live stream premiere for that ass today. Sincerely hope everybody is blessed. Sincerely hope everybody's having a good one. The good doc is having a great one. Still kicking it here in the ever so hot and humid Philippines. I feel like putting myself in such an element gives you some real shit that's happening in my life. I mean, you see me sweating because that's what we do here in the Philippines. You see me rocking because that's what we do in the Philippines. You see me living the dream because that's what we do here in the Philippines. And if you guys want to join the masterclass and get schooled on how the game goes here in the Philippines, for those that need it, for those that just want to support the good doc, make sure you check out www.patreon.com/Dr. Mike on YT, listed in the link in the description area below. Definitely join the masterclass. We got some great things going on over there. And of course, if you guys just want that exclusive content that the YouTube is just not ready for, because the last thing I want to do is get kicked off this bitch right now, make sure you check out the other Patreon listed in the link in the description area below. I'll only ask $2 to $4, whatever you choose to pledge for the regular Patreon channel. And then, of course, for the masterclass, $5 a month is all I will ever ask for my people. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being a part of the team. Maraming salamat sa lahat. I want to give everybody a chance to get in the building before I talk about today's topic, because today's topic gonna blow that mind, bruh. I want to give everybody a fair chance to get in here. I'm going to make sure that I upload it in enough time to get a 30-minute premiere start so that you guys have time to come through, grab your popcorn, get your soda, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, because Doc gonna say some things. And trust me, even if I don't shout you out here on this particular video, I will be in the chat with you. No worries at all. I will be down there in the chat with you. We're going to talk it out. Whatever you have to say, questions, comments, concerns, let me know. I'll be in the chat with you, man, so that we can talk this one out. I promise you. And if I'm not there, my bad. I was probably caught up in some other shit. But guys, make sure you support the channel. Doc would appreciate that highly. Make sure you guys feel like super chatting, knock that out for the good doc. If you feel like getting it in, knock that out for the good docs. First thing in, get the likes up on the video. Caress, molest, and de-stress yourself all over that like button. It wants it, it needs it. Most definitely has to have it, okay? Don't hesitate. All right? It wants it, it needs it, it most definitely has to have it. So please, don't hesitate to knock that out for me. So I feel like I've given myself enough time for us to go ahead and jump into today's topic. If you want to know the truth about the good doc, if I look down, I'm just looking at my phone, okay? I honestly think the price you get depends on your level of ugly. A lot of people gonna be like, Doc, what the fuck are you talking about? Give me a minute and we'll figure this out, okay? I honestly believe that the price you get will depend on your level of ugly. Now, Doc is not a fan of the word ugly, because again, ugly is a matter of preference. Sometimes if you like a person based on their looks, maybe they're just not attractive to you, but maybe they're attractive to somebody else, okay? So ugly is a relative term. I like to eliminate it out of my content, but I had to get you guys in the building to listen to the story, so please bear with me, and you guys will pick up what the good doc is definitely putting down, okay? When it comes to dealing with females of the night, or those that like to get around, I mean, this doesn't necessarily mean that it is exclusive for girls who work the bar scene or the freelance scene. This could be any scene, all right? Girls that like to get around, flirtatious, liberated, like to get it in, shouldn't just take a little cheddar on the side, okay? When it comes to women like that, it does depend on your level of ugly, and that will determine how much she charges you, okay? Your level of ugly will determine how much this woman charges you. Or basically how much she wants to get out of you before she is willing to give it up to you. So it'll depend on, like I say, your level of ugly will depend on two things. Or how much money she wants to get out. That'll determine how much she charges you, of course. Or how much she wants out of you before she is willing to part ways with her legs, I guess. Ladies, before we get into this, don't take this as a sign of disrespect. I love you all sincerely. You know this. Doc is just speaking his truth and speaking his mind. Let's not act like there aren't liberated Filipinas in the world today. Let's not act like Filipinas are not susceptible to the rules. They're not the exception to the rule. I lived amongst you for a long time of my life. So, ladies, don't take it as a sign of disrespect. Doc's just gonna speak his truth, man. He gonna speak his mind, and I'm here to school these people because we're gonna have some fun with it today. So as I said till I interrupted myself, your level of ugly will determine how much she charges you or how much she is willing to get out of you before she parts ways with her Noah's Ark, if that makes sense. All right, let's move on, man. Okay, we got 3 tiers, ladies and gentlemen. 3 tiers, 3 tiers, 3 tiers. Tier number 1, the pretty guys, okay? The pretty boy motherfuckers. The celebrities. The ones that will probably end up getting with these girls for free. The ones that are probably paid little to nothing to get them, you know, because they look a certain kind of way. There is a certain group of individuals in the world. You are like the top 1% of people I've ever met in my whole entire life. But there are a certain percent of people who can get girls to fall for them and their whims and all of that stuff and may not have to pay a dime for it. Okay? Sometimes if you are that good, you can get a girl to pay you. I'm not talking about being a pimp, but I'm more or less talking about having the game and the change to get a woman to buy you shit, do this, that, and the other. So it does exist. The pretty boys may not have to pay at all, but if they do have to give a little bit, it's very little. Maybe the only thing they have to give is time. So for the first tier, the pretty boys, again, I'm talking about levels of ugly. All right, so you could be a pretty boy in the levels of ugly. That just means your ugly level is little to non-existent. Okay, so first tier, the pretty boy motherfuckers, they may not have to pay at all. They may get it for free. Okay, just saying that. If you're pretty boy, you might get it for free. All right. Again, it just depends on the types of women you're dealing with, of course, all right? This is not relationships and all of that shit inclusive. This is just, you know, the girls who like to get around, a little bit liberated and things like that, which I explained at the beginning of this video. So don't take my words and spin them, because Doc ain't stupid, okay? So, second tier. The mid-tier guys, you know what I'm saying? You alright. You're not too cute, not too ugly. You kind of fit in between, like, she'll look at you and be like, well, you got cute features and shit. The mid-tier guys, they'll pay a fair price, okay? You'll get the mid-tier pricing, fair pricing. You know what I'm saying? Not too high, not too low. You know, but you alright. So she's like, well, I'll give it to him for this amount, okay? Mid-tier guy. Then you got the ugly guys, the low-tier guys. The low-tier guys will definitely have to pay the higher prices. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're a low-tier guy. You have to pay higher price. Okay? That's just the way it is. That's how I honestly feel. This is my honest opinion. This does not go for everybody's honest opinion, just the good Doc's honest opinion, okay? So, as I read on with my shit, you know, a lot of people will say, Doc, where do you think I fit in these tiers, all right? Doc, do you believe I'm here? Do you believe I'm there? I said, I don't judge a man, nor do I judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? You can ask me where I think I fit in, but ultimately, where you fit in will ultimately depend on the girl. Where you fit into these tiers will ultimately depend on the girl, okay? If she finds you to be alright, like I said before, you might get that mid-tier fair pricing, okay? If she is absolutely repulsed by you, you can expect to pay a lot more than your mid-tier guy. If she finds you to be utmost attractive, maybe she will just be happy being able to sleep with you. That is not always the case, so please don't go around thinking that's the way it's going to be in the Philippines. Gentlemen, do not go around here thinking that women are just going to be happy that they had a chance to sleep with the almighty foreigner. You see, you motherfuckers think y'all way up here, but I'm telling you, some of these girls are going to fucking shoot you down the sides. And if I'm keeping it 100 and keeping it real, don't come through with the attitude that these women should be happy that they should be sleeping with me because I'm the almighty foreigner. I'm that guy. I'm the motherfucker. Don't always work that way, my friends. So I just wanted to get that through your head real quick, okay? But again, where you fit in these tiers definitely depends on the young lady. It definitely depends on how she evaluates you, how she evaluates your worth in her eyes, based on physical attraction alone. I said this time and time again, I think within the first 30 seconds, a woman will know if she wants to sleep with you or not. So a lot of what you say will definitely affect you in how you get this game in. So that's what I wanted to say too, okay? Make sure y'all got that. Make sure you take a note of that. A lot of what you say, it's not necessarily spitting game or anything, but a lot of what you say will determine if that woman will be willing to open herself up to you. Note that, please. Put that somewhere. Put that in your pocket, type it on your phone, whatever. Get it in, all right? So again, where you fit in these tiers depends on the young lady, okay? But a lot of people will say, Doc, what actually constitutes a fair price? You know, that's a question that I'm pretty sure is going to come up. What constitutes a fair price? What may be fair to you may not be fair to others, XYZ, etc., etc. So, what constitutes a fair price? I can't really call it for you, but I can tell you what it is for me. I'm not going to give you an actual number, but what I will do is I'll tell you how I evaluate fair pricing, okay? Again, this is an economy, and Doc is an economics major. Nah, I'm lying. I'm not. But I've schooled myself on supply and demand, elasticity. You know, I've schooled myself on these schools of thought because the way the economy is set up in the Philippines and, you know, the way the economy is set up in the United States, I've gathered an understanding of how supply and demand works in reference to women. I've schooled myself on that train of thought, which is why I should get my PhD in that shit. But we'll get to that later, okay? But when it comes to the club, okay, the club scene, how much is a fair price for the club scene? It doesn't matter what the fair price is, because at the end of the day, you're going to pay what they tell you to pay. If you're going to partake in set activities that's going to allow you to deal with some women for a short time or for a longer time, you got to pay whatever the club tells you to pay. There is no fair pricing with that, and there is no negotiation with it. As a matter of fact, I still think the same rules apply. In my honest opinion, like I said before, the price will depend on your level of ugly. That sounds so fucked up, but it's funny to me. The price will depend on your level of ugly. And again, I've told you, Doc is not the prettiest motherfucker on the planet. Work with me, okay? Work with me. But I work with what I got, okay? I'm good at what I do. So, again, when it comes to the club, definitely the mama-san or whoever's in charge will determine the pricing. Sometimes it's the same price across the board, but I honestly believe that a mama-san will charge you more if you just look like a very unkempt, fucked up, raggedy looking motherfucker. Of course they want the money because that's how they run the club, by soliciting foreigners or whatever to deal with the women that work in the club. So that's how they're going to make their money. So they have no choice. Well, they do have a choice, but most times they won't reject you. They'll accept you, but you're going to have to pay a higher price. So for example, I honestly believe that if you're a mid-tier guy, you're a fair guy. I'll put it to you like this. If you're a fair guy, I honestly believe they charge you like, and this is a hypothetical, like 3-6 or some shit. But if you're a repulsive motherfucker, looking all shitty and shit, like me right now, because I'm haggard with this sweat shit, I honestly believe that they gonna run that price, that the motherfucker, I can't let her go with you for less than 5,000. You feel me? I do believe that mama-sans do that. I'm not gonna sit there and lie to you. I do believe that mama-sans do that. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. I'm looking at the camera, but I think some people on the other end of the screen looking at me like I done lost my mind. I do believe mama-sans will change the price up on that ass quick if you come up in there looking like a fucking roly-poly, just not necessarily because you're overweight. It's not really the issue, but if you come in there looking all fucked up, it's just not a good look for yourself, and I honestly believe that will determine the price as well. But before we get into the real pricing and the real tiers, the way the good doc likes to get into it, make sure you get the likes up on the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you look at all of my links in the description area below. All of the ebooks, everything that you'll ever need about the good doc is listed below. Make sure you subscribe to the good doc on Patreon. That would be awesome. I got some great shit over there. I got some really good shit over there. For those that do subscribe to the Good Doc on Patreon, y'all know what I got going on over there. I'm not afraid to expose myself over there. I tell you my truths. Show you some examples. You get it. I think those that have been a part of the Patreon team will get it. Before I get into it, actually, I want to give a belated birthday shout out. I don't think he's going to get this, but if he does, I hope he does. Shout out to my boy Derek Floyd. Been down for the team since day one. Heavy fucking supporter. His birthday was a couple days ago. I want to give him a birthday shout out to my boy Derek Floyd, man. Congratulations on the new baby girl. Living that life, man. Good luck to you, my G. and I'll reach out to you when I can, okay? Now, back to the topic. Oh, guys, make sure if you want to super chat, please feel free to super chat. That would be awesome. Doc's trying to get some new shit in the game right now, trying to get his skin in the game. I'm trying to upgrade this shit just a little bit. We're going to make it happen. But if you love what I'm doing and you want to support, please feel free to do so. Please. All right. So, without further ado, what do I believe is a fair price? All right. A lot of people ask me, what do I believe is a fair price? I really want to leave that up to you. As far as what you constitute as a fair price is what you can afford. Now, that's a scary thing for me to say, because you can afford 100,000. If you can afford 100,000 pesos, that doesn't necessarily mean 100,000 pesos is a fair price. All right? Just because you can afford 100,000 pesos don't mean that that's a fair price. If you want to know my truth, I'm near the airport, guys, so that's why the plane's going back and forth and shit. Okay, if you want to know my truth, I believe in the double-digit rule here in the Philippines. Okay, this is scary for me to say it, because a lot of people are going to take this 100 different ways. I believe in the double-digit rule. A lot of people will be like, Doc, what is the double-digit rule? I am so glad that you asked. What is the double-digit rule? The double-digit rule for me, I don't spend over double digits in the thousands. You take that how you want to. I would not spend, I spend less than half of that. I mean, for me, I would not spend more than X amount. I don't want to tell you my number, because I don't want your number and my number to determine what number works best for you. I want you to figure that out in your head. But I believe, honestly, this is just me, okay? This is just me. I believe that for you to get from point A to point B, I don't care how ugly you are, I don't care what level of ugly you are, if you have to spend double digits in the thousands, it ain't worth it, okay? So if you want me to be blunt and say it out loud, 9,000 pesos and below. The minute you get to 10,000, you've spent way too much, okay? Now, they're gonna be like, oh, Doc, that's too much, that's too much. I know it's too much, okay? I know it's too much. I know my number, but I believe that I don't care how ugly you are in the Philippines. Once you reach the double digits, you have gone way too far. I don't care how ugly you are. You will find a woman that will be willing to sleep with you for less than that. Okay? Doesn't matter your level of ugly. So that's how I think about it. I believe in the double digit rule. No more than 10K. Ever. But the way that I do it is a little bit different than other people. People would be like, Doc, okay, so you mean 10K up front, right? So you pay the 10K, whatever. I'm like, not quite. Not quite at all. Actually, I would go way lower than that. I'm just saying, even, I don't care how ugly you are, 10K would be too much. That's just too much. That's what I'm saying. I know a lot of people are going to take that 100 different ways, but again, I didn't want to confuse you, but 9 and below, man. I don't care how ugly you are, 10K is too much, okay? Just my thought. So fair pricing, 9K and below, I guess. I don't know, shit. You take that how you want to. I can explain it better if you ask me a direct question about it, all right? So make sure you leave that in the chat or the comment section below. For myself, it's different, okay? There is a number that I won't cross, no matter how fine or beautiful these women are. There is a number that I will not cross. It's way below the double digit rule, but I'm just doing that for any guy on any level of ugly, okay? That's why I'm saying that it refers to all levels, repulsive and all, okay? But there's a number that I refuse to cross. My number is my number, okay? I'm gonna keep my number to myself. I may have said that in a video before, but when I'm saying that in that video, that is an outright price. That's like, okay, I won't spend no more than this outright for this chick, all right? So that's an outright number. But for myself, and probably those inclusive, the way that I set up my shit is a whole lot different than the way everybody sets up their stuff. I have a number in my head. I have a number in my head. I will not tell you that number. But let's hypothetically say that number is 9,000, okay? Just for the double digit rule only, 9,000. For me, it's all inclusive, okay? That 9 grand is all inclusive. Room, for me to pay for the room, for me to pay for some food, Jollibee, McDo, whatever it may be, for taxi fares, for whatever money you give the young lady, all of that is inclusive in the 9K. That's not me just flat out giving 9K to a person. You feel me? That's not how it would work for me. It's all inclusive. So I start with 9. I buy food, that's a deduction. I pay for a taxi, that's a deduction. I pay for a room, that's a deduction. I pay for this, I pay for that, I pay for that. Deduction, deduction, deduction. And whatever is left over, she can have. I don't give a fuck. I had a number, I stuck to my number. Whatever's left over is hers. You understand? It's kind of like how the record producers work. You guys know how the game goes. You know, you're signed to this record label. They give you a marketing budget and all of that shit to shoot your videos and market and promo your product and all of that shit. But all of that's coming out of the money that you owe for a recoup, right? You got to help them recoup back that money before you actually start getting paid, right? So at the end of the day, I'm taking it out of your budget. What's left over after that budget, after I get mines, which is me in my recouping stage, after I get mines, you get whatever's left over after I've done all of my inclusive shit, okay? So that's how I roll. I don't know how you guys roll, but that's how I roll. That's how it works for me. Everything is all inclusive, man, but your number depends on you. 9K is not my number, okay? Let me just say that 9K is not my number. It's just an extravagant example in reference to the double-digit rule that I just aforementioned, okay? Again, I know a lot of people are probably gonna be like, Doc, what the hell is the double-digit rule? I don't understand it. If you need help, email me, Mikethepiguide@gmail.com. Hit me up on Facebook. I'll further explain it, just in case you really want to know what the double-digit rule is all about. But anywho, like I said, man, things are a lot different than they were before. But me, I'm all inclusive, baby. All inclusive, okay? You get whatever's left over after deductions. It's the way I see it. But it's funny though. I'm gonna be honest with you. There are certain situations that I've been in that I don't like, but I know it's coming even before it's coming. I've been in situations where women have liked me, have like really liked me, or I felt they really liked me. And you can tell when a woman likes you. I mean, come on now, it's not hard to tell. But she's really liked me. We've had great chemistry, great time, and all of this stuff, that, and the other. Again, this is my past. Let's talk about the past. In the past, okay? And again, I'm telling you these stories to school you guys on how the game goes. What's funny and fucked up all at the exact same time is you can be having a wonderful time with this girl. Just an amazing time with this girl. Which means on a version of level of ugly, she's put you in the top tier, right? Spending little to no money on this girl, but she's willing to, you know, be there for you. So, you be with a young lady and shit, everything's going well, you know, you guys go out, you eat, this, that, and the other, this, whatever, you're having a good time together, but, here's the but, after she allows you to be with her intimately, only then will she ask you for money. Now, it puts you in a tough spot because in the back of your mind, you're like, I didn't expect that I would have to do this. I always tell you to always expect that you're gonna have to do that. Even if you don't expect to have to do it, always expect to have to do it. Say it one more time. Even if you don't expect it to come, expect it to come. Money is always something you should keep in the back of your mind. You never know when a Filipino is gonna need help, blah, blah, blah. You just never know. Never know. So always expect that they may ask one time or another. Always have a number in your head of how much you're gonna give her, okay? Just in case. All right, it's just a tidbit of information. It's always been helpful to me. I believe it'll be helpful for you. Keep a number in the back of your head that you're willing to give her just in case she asks. Again, Josh, goddamn, man, goddamn. Doc over here dropping jewels, man. I swear to God, y'all better watch this video. Y'all better give me some likes. I'm over here giving y'all my best work today. Y'all killing me. I'm over here sweating for this shit. I'm over here giving y'all the work today. I hope y'all taking notes, man. I know it's a long video, but that's what a live premiere is all about, baby. Doc over here putting in that work, man. Y'all better support the good Doc on this one, man. Oh, y'all better support me. Get the likes up. Caress, molest, and distress, man. Caress, molest, and distress. Super chat if you can, people. Super chat if you can. But let's go ahead and get back to it. Always keep a number in the back of your head just in case she does ask, okay? Because I've been in situations where things are going well, it doesn't seem like money is the problem or the issue. We get together, we hook up. Maybe after we separate, she'll send me a text message and say, oh, well, I need this. You know, this is in the past, you know? She'll be like, well, I could use some help with this. Can you help me with that? A lot of Filipinos are shy to ask, okay? I don't care who you are in the world. A lot of Filipinos are shy to ask for money. The good ones are. The good ones are very, very shy. This isn't really about the liberated types that we talked about before, the bar girls and freelancers or whatever. This is about a young lady that you are okay with spending time with and whatnot, and it's become something that, you know, you enjoy spending time with her. So what I'm going to tell you is this. Always have a number in the back of your head, because even the ones that are good to you, even the ones that are willing to give it up to you, most of them are shy to ask for help, again, because they know the stigma of Filipinas, scammers and blah 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 and this and that and whoop-de-doo. They know the thoughts that foreigners have about Filipinas and shit, right? So they won't ask you outright, but they'll let you know. But after you've already gotten it, I kind of feel like there's nothing wrong with giving it, okay? After you have already gotten it, I don't believe there's anything wrong with giving a little bit, okay? So always have a number in the back of your head. Normally, I would ask them how much they need, just to see where their number is and shit. If it's a high number, just tell them, look, baby, all I got is this right now. Is that okay? Give her what you got. Give her what you afford to give her. Give her what you thought you would give her in the first place, right? Like I said, always have a number in the back of your head. Dropping these jewels, boy. Dropping these jewels like nuggets out my ass, boy. I'm telling you. But let me go on man. Let me go on finish what we're doing. Okay? So that's what we were talking about there. You know, they will ask for money. Don't be ashamed. Don't be scared. That is happening. As I was saying, guys, don't be scared. Don't be ashamed to give it. She gave it up to you, so there shouldn't be anything wrong with you giving a little bit to her, okay? Ain't nothing to be ashamed about, all right? So the last thing that I really want to touch on real quick, and I'm just going to be real because I'm a grown-ass man and I'm not afraid to say it. Sometimes I feel like these women should be paying us for sex. For those that do pay for sex, I'm sorry, that's an inside joke. But for those that do pay for sex, I kind of feel like these women should be paying us, man. I mean, I'm not a male gigolo. I tried out a couple of times. It didn't work out. I thought that I really had it, man. You know, I thought that I could get a bunch of girls to pay me to... I'm just not pretty enough, I guess, man. I guess I don't fit the bill, but what I've learned over time is this, man. We be putting this on work, bruh. For my gentlemen out there, big salute to you. Those guys who be in there putting it in and getting it in and making it happen and all of that shit for yourself, man. Big salute to you, man. Because here's what happens, okay? Here's my thought process, and I believe that I represent every man on God's green earth when I say this, but I'm only going to speak for myself for right now. When you pay for something, you want to get your money's worth, right? And this is just for my guys. I'm being funny, but if you do happen to do a little pay-for-play activity, I'm just throwing this in there for fun. Shits and giggles. Come on, guys, let's get a laugh out of this. When you pay for something, you want to get your money's worth, right? So what you will do, if you're like me, if you are like me, a lot of people are not like me, but if you're like me, let's say for example, this is an example, hypothetical. Let's say you pay 2,000 pesos to get you some, okay? You meet a young lady, whatever it is, you agree on a 2K price. I'm gonna try to at least hit it 4 times in one day, or one setup, one meeting, 4 times. That way, I only paid 500 pesos per. Oh, I'm going to hell. Anyways, I believe in economics and mathematics, man. Do the math. If you give somebody 2,000 pesos and you get 4 things out of that 200 pesos, you only spent 500 pesos per transaction or per hookup. I'm very okay with that. 4 times, 500 per transaction. Then 1 transaction and paying 2K, you understand? You gotta spread that shit over time. And because if you're like me, I'm gonna perform. 100% of the time, because again, like I said, I want to get my money's worth. If this is the activity that I'm going to partake in, I want to at least get my money's worth, right? So I'm a boy every time I get up in that shit. No disrespect, ladies, but I'm gonna try to knock it out. I'm trying to knock that shit out the park. I'm gonna call my shots like Babe Ruth used to do, man. I'm gonna point to the ceiling until I'm gonna knock your ass all the way over there. Not in a violent way, but I'm gonna do my best. And I'm telling you, when you put on a performance like that, sometimes I think we should be reimbursed. I think that we should be reimbursed for services rendered, man. We over here putting in that work and shit. Hell, you want to get your money's worth, so basically she gets paid and gets to enjoy all of this. Come on, man. I think we need to go halvesies on that. I want half my money. But that's just how I would feel. Okay, I'm not sure about how you would feel, but that's how I would feel. Back to mathematics and economics and all of that shit, supply and demand. She got it in supply. If you demand it, so be it. All right, so you know, I say that to say this in fun. You know, big salute to everybody who came through and listened to the Good Doc talk his shit. I hope you guys enjoyed this live premiere. I hope this video does very, very well, because I put in a lot of work on this. I sweated in this. Guys, make sure you hit me up on patreon.com. Don't forget to do that. Please pledge. I don't care if you go to the first Patreon that I have. Pledge the $2 to $4, man. The content over there is awesome. I promise you guys. Not trying to beg on you, but I want you guys to be in the know about the Good Doc. I want you guys to get a peek behind the curtain, the behind the scenes bit. I want you guys to be able to see all of that. There's a lot of things on YouTube I don't post, and I don't post it for good reason. Trust me, there's always a good reason. So I want you guys to get a peek behind the curtain. That's why I really encourage you guys, like I said, the $2 to $4, man, for the original Patreon. You'll see it in the link. And I'll also, if you guys want to get in on this masterclass thing that we got going on, it's awesome over there, man. No hesitation. Doc is here to educate and have fun in the process. I'm here to use myself as an example. I'm here to open myself up to my people because I love you. I'm willing to take the L. I'm willing to get laughed at. I'm willing to be embarrassed in sharing certain stories simply because it's for the benefit of my gentlemen, okay? That's why I do this. You guys are awesome to me. You guys are the best. So I hope you guys do support the Good Doc in that venture. I promise you, you will not regret it. And if you do regret it, so be it. You can unpledge. That's how the game goes. It's not like you're locked in. You stay as long as you want. Then you leave when you feel it necessary. It's nothing that's gonna keep you locked in, okay? But again, I appreciate you guys coming through and listening to me pop off and talk my shit. It has been fun. Where do you rate yourself on a level of ugly? That is probably a fucked up question to ask, because everybody's gonna believe that they're the pretty boy types. Oh, everybody's gonna believe, oh, I don't pay that much, man. Shit, all I gotta do is make promises and never keep them. I'm good to go, man. I'm good with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta pay shit. I just go about it in another way. So be it, my friend. So be it. I think this may be the last video. Probably not, but I'm hoping it's the last video that we get in on tricking and all of that shit. You know, I definitely enjoy making these videos because they're fun for me. I don't know, but we got to move on to other content, and we will. You know, tricking and simping and all of that stuff. I hope this is the last one to culminate it all under one umbrella. The understanding of how you pay, how much you pay, and why you pay how much you pay. Simply it depends on your tier, baby. Depends on what tier you are in that woman's eyes. That's why you pay what you pay. If you pay little to nothing, she finds you highly attractive. If you pay a set price, she needs the money, but she's still willing to give it to you, right? So that's when you pay the fair price. Then, and only then, if you are a repulsive motherfucker that she just can't stand to look at, you're gonna get the higher prices. And also, there have been situations that I have been aware of about gentlemen who may have paid the first time that they hooked up with a young lady, and then after that, they never had to pay again. You know, I've known guys who've been with, you know, been able to hook up with girls like the first time they pay, and maybe the girl really needed something at the time, so she was willing to do that. The next time y'all hook up, she ain't really say nothing about it, she ain't charge you, she ain't do none of that shit, you feel me? So there have been situations like that. Again, that more or less constitutes probably the performance that you put on. As I said, sometimes these women should be paying us. I'm never gonna flake on that shit. I think that we should be getting paid for that shit. I hope y'all make it to the end of this video. But like I was saying, you know, if you put on a hell of a performance, when you do happen to come out of pocket for it, sometimes they come back for free just because they like it. Goddamn. Alright, man. It's been a good one, man. It's been a great one. Alright. I think that I've touched on everything that I wanted to, just looking through my notes. I've got them. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, man. I'm going to enjoy watching the playback on this one with you guys. It's going to be fun. If I don't get a chance to join in, just make sure you don't forget to take care of the like button. Take care of all of that stuff. You know, Philippine internet is iffy, so if I forget to join you guys, don't kill me. Don't kill me for it. I'll respond in an email. I'll respond in the comment section or whatever. I'll make sure that I take care of responses when needed. Alright? So with that being said, I think I've touched everybody in the most inappropriate way humanly possible today. And I've enjoyed doing it. That's why I'm the good doc, Dr. Mike TV. This is your physical. This is your hold your nuts, turn your head and cough moment. You know, I'm giving it all to you guys today. Alright, I hope you enjoyed it, man. I didn't want to make these videos too long, but I wanted to make them long enough. Alright, so big salute to everybody who came through to show some love. Anybody who watches this video on the playback, I love all of you guys. YouTube is fun for me. As you notice, I don't make a lot of money on YouTube. I don't get a lot of views on YouTube, so I don't make a lot of money on it. So you know when I come through, I'm doing this shit for the fun of it. I'm doing it because I have a passion for what I do, and I'm doing it because I want to educate and I want to have fun in the process. And I can't do that without you guys, alright? So make sure you like, subscribe, get in with the good dog, man. Make sure you guys take care of everything that you need to take care of to make sure the good doc is well and good. Doc's writing the prescription. If you guys want to get your prescription for first timers, your prescription for guys interested in dating Filipinas, linked in the description area below. Mikethepiguide, Quick Guide for First Timers to the Philippines. Great fucking book. Did very well. Hope you guys check that out. The Inspiring Black Men to Travel More book. These are all of my ebooks and paperback books listed in the link in the description area below. Also, Why All Men Should Travel More. It's also a great book. But my favorite book of all times, ladies and gentlemen, Nameda Lima, number 5 in the whole bid. The BOOTYLOO Chronicles, man. Don't sleep on that BOOTYLOO Chronicles. I don't care if you don't get any of my other books. I encourage you to get them all. The First Timers to the Philippines book, the prescription, and the BOOTYLOO Chronicles. The BOOTYLOO Chronicles is a short read, but goddamn it, it's a great one. That's some stories that I will never tell anybody. It's all written in the book. I'm telling you. I almost died. Okay? I almost fucking died. Chick almost tried to kill me here in the Philippines. All of that is written in that book. Alright, so y'all make sure y'all take care of that for the good doc. Alright? So with that being said, good doc is officially out. At least Nicole. Alam. Which means he's going out. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Mahal kita. Mabuhay. Peace.